Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Live Game Reportable, which is by AVerMedia. This is going to be my first review for the channel, so let's get to it.
Alright, so here we have the device itself, the Live Game Reportable, and its box. Now, just kind of look at the front of the box here. Get a good look at that. Some stuff on the side here. Live Game Reportable. AVerMedia. More stuff on the side here, and on the back, it just kind of shows you the device right here and just kind of points out all sorts of little things. Live Game Reportable, but there it is. It's a box, you get the idea, so we'll just keep that right over there. And before we get into the device itself, I just want to show what this thing actually comes with. And that, first off here, is this. This is what powers the device. You don't need to plug this. You don't need to plug this into a wall. So I think that's really cool. It's a mini USB connection, and I think that's really cool of them to go with a mini USB connection as opposed to the micro USB connection, because micro USB connection is just, in my opinion, it's complete shit. I think these are a little more durable than the micro USB connection, anyways. So very cool of them to include this, the mini USB as opposed to micro, so that's nice. We've got these wires right here, and basically these will allow you to capture other generations of consoles, retro consoles, and leading up to, like the PS2 and Wii and the original Wii, because that thing was not HD friendly at all. Then the GameCube and the original Xbox, you get the idea. So anything from that point in, back, it's really nice to have this for that reason. Again, if you lose these, you are screwed. You're just going to be shit out of luck. So definitely put these in a very safe area, where a place where you won't lose them anyways. Very handy to have this. One thing to point out with this device is that when you're recording PS3 on this device, you can't simply use the HDMI connection, because PS3, naturally you can hook that up through HDMI, but the problem is it just won't work, as opposed to like the 360 or any other console with HDMI. So AVerMedia came up with this. It is a cord that connects directly into the PS3, a little connection that we're all used to, dating back to the PlayStation 1 and then PS2. So hooking that up into the back of the system there, and then this going into the AVerMedia. From what I've heard on this, it's not bad. I mean, even using this cable, it still cleans up pretty good. I mean, not as good as you would have with an HDMI, but it still cleans up pretty well. Everything still works. At least they came up with this so that you can still record your PlayStation 3, whatever it is that you're playing. So very nice of them to work around it and give us this wire. So nice job, AVerMedia, for doing that. This comes with an HDMI cord. While that's nice and everything, I have one little issue with it. Before I say what that is, can you guess just by looking at this cord? It is too small. This cord is freaking too small. I don't understand why they gave us something so small here. I mean, it's a nice effort to give us an HDMI cord, right out of the box, but come on, guys, this thing is so small. I tried to use this. I really did. I had it hooked into my monitor, and the device was literally right beside it. I couldn't move it forward or anything, which is a major pain in the ass, because if I'm having to swap out HDMI cords from my PC, because I'm recording on my PC, and then I want to record to from my console, then I like to typically move this out, so that way I've got some room to work with that and swap out the wires, as opposed to like diving behind both monitors, and there's not much room back there anyways. So I mean, it's just, guys, really just give us a little more cord. That's all I'm asking. Again, it's a nice effort, but this thing is it's too small. So that's all the wires that comes with it. But one more thing it does come with is this. It's a little 3-month subscription for XSplit, and basically this is for doing live broadcasting. If you're into that sort of thing, I know I'm actually looking into doing that for my videos down the road, for what I want to do. So that's definitely something, again, that I'm looking into. I'll probably end up using this at the start of the new year, because by the time I get it all figured out, it'll be the holidays will be among us, and I'm already busy now trying to get all these everything that I'm trying to record, and with my other job, it's just I'm just kind of learning how it all works. But definitely nice that it does come with this. If that's something you're into, then there it is. So very nice to have that. So let's get on to the device itself. Now, as you can see, this is a very small device. I mean, you can take this pretty much anywhere you want. In fact, this is just an old phone of mine, HTC Evo, and as you can see, it's about the same height. This device obviously is a little thicker than your average phone, smartphone anyways. So the phone here is actually really heavy compared to this thing. So this thing is really light. It weighs practically nothing. So yeah, very, very small device, very lightweight, but still got all the bells and whistles, which we'll look into right here on this side. You can see all the ports. We've got the audio in and out, and we've got the HDMI in and out, and we've also got the AV in. One thing to note with the audio in and out here, it's really cool they have this on here, because for PC gaming anyways, you can record whatever it is you're playing and it looks awesome, but the problem is there's no sound. I don't know why that is. I had the same issue with another capture card I bought before this, but at least on this capture card, again, you've got the inputs right here. So just plugging in from your computer, and then just the speakers that I use, or headphones, whatever it is I use. I kind of switch it up from time to time, but it's really nice to have that. If you're recording something and you want to do live commentary, it's really nice because it has that feature. So you can commentate on anything that you're playing. It's a nice little feature. So I think that's really cool. So kudos to AVerMedia for including that. And if we go on this side, we've got like I said, the mini USB connection here, and again, powers the device. Very nice that they went with mini as opposed to micro, because again, micro is shit. And then on this side here, we have this little switch here. Now basically, when it's, you can see a little picture of the little laptop computer here, and then an SD card. It's already set on this side, so that means basically whatever it is we record will get saved to the hard drive of your computer. And if we switch it back here to the SD card, which is found on this side here, it'll record and save everything to your SD card. For demonstration purposes, I've got an SD card here. It's a shitty one. It's a 64 megabyte. I couldn't find any other ones, and I didn't want to take the one out of my camera that I'm currently using to make this video. So just to give you the idea, make sure that clicks into place, and you're pretty much good to go. The nice thing about this, there's a good and a bad side to this, but the good is that if you're on the go and you want to record from whatever console it is that you're wanting to record from, you can still do that without the use of a laptop. You can just simply hit the record button and you'll still record all that footage, and it's kind of a nice little feature. I probably will never ever use this feature, but it's just, it's nice that they included that. And the bad side to this though is that when you're using this method of capturing, the settings for it, you can't adjust settings when you're recording for SD. They're all fixed. So you're basically recording at 720, and that's all you can do, because that's all there is. You can't play around with any settings. So let's put that off to the side. Yeah, so I always keep it I always keep it in, switched over to the left side here in computer, just to record to my hard drive. But that's pretty much it with this card. Also, this is actually a button. You can just press it. I don't know if you can hear the little clicking sound, but basically when you're ready to record, hit it once, you're recording. Hit it again, you stop. That's how simple this device is. It is so easy to use. When you've got all the when you've got the software from the website that you download, and you get all the settings set to whatever it is you want. That's all you have to do. It's so simple. And speaking of the settings and whatnot, you can adjust the settings. You've got a lot of flexibility with this. I'm not going to dive in too much with that, but basically, the thing is, if you're recording, you can record this at 1080p. You can record at 1080p, but the problem is that you only get 30 frames per second. You don't get 60. The only way you get 60 frames per second is when you're recording at 720p. Now, for me personally, that's actually what I use. I record at 720p with this thing, 60 frames per second. That's just how I like to that's just how I like to record my video games, especially because YouTube has made the announcement about a couple weeks ago saying that we can upload videos at 60 frames per second, and that's awesome because now I have a reason to record at 60 frames per second. Now I am going to show you guys some footage of one of my games with this thing in action. So why don't we go take a look at that right now.
Alright, so what you're seeing on the screen right now is Devil May Cry, the reboot of Devil May Cry. It's being recorded again at 720p, 60 frames per second. This is only going to be about a minute or two demonstration, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so there's the demonstration, DMC, Devil May Cry, running on my PC, and recording at 720p, 60 frames per second. It's, again, this capture card, I have nothing but good things to say about this capture card. It's got all the bells and whistles that you will ever need to capture your video game footage. It's priced pretty well. I got it for $150. I'm sure you can get it through the website, but I got mine through Newegg. And just, again, so many good things about this card. AVerMedia has done a very good job with providing us the tool to really capture our video game footage. So it's definitely one to look into if you're interested. So check that out. If you liked this video and found it very helpful, give it a thumbs up. Leave any sort of comments you have down in the comment section, or any kind of questions. I'll try to answer them as best I can about this device. And until then, I'll see you guys later.